Sir, you're on mute.
Was supposed to host not today. Can you hear me?
Yeah, now it's fine. Now it's fine.
I think मेरा ये resolution का कुछ problem चल रहा है. I thought you are hosting.
There is some major lag.
I know. I'm changing the high definition. Let's see if it works. Can you see me now?
Abhi it's good. Yeah, it's all good now. Yep, it is.
Change कर दिया मैं. Engineering brain use किया. 720 पे डाला. Perfect. I thought you were hosting today, so that's why I'm chilling. No?
Bilkul, sir.
Anyways, welcome, namaskara, namaste. Welcome to the Adda channel with Ravindra Kanchuppa and today's Sparsh Telang with us. Abhijit has put absent because he's busy with his meetings, and this is the only time we get to come on because the match starts at 7:30. It doesn't make sense. We are talking about match and there is match going on. But I'm planning to get someone on 25th when there is a off day between qualifiers and league stage. So at that time I'm planning to have Sparsh also. There's another person also. Then my friend also. Let's then conclude the whole. Assuming RCB will finish top 2, it will be a good time to talk about it. However, welcome Sparsh. Kaise ho sir? How are you?
I'm good, sir. I'm good. Finally, we won a game after 2 losses, back-to-back losses. First time after 2024, we had back-to-back losses, and good to be back on the winning ways because it's very important. Top 4 to ho jayega, but we need to push a bit harder in order to make it to the top 2, which is very important in the IPL. Or kya match tha? I think this was a contender for maybe the match of the tournament. The way the game went, and absolutely phenomenal. It wasn't the usual 225, 230 types of matches we have been seeing in the IPL. 160 वाला match भी था, and it went to the last ball, and what a game. मजा आ गया देख के. हालांकि थोड़ा सा the Ravi Shastri dialogue थोड़ी देर के लिए but great game.
Actually, for a neutral viewer or a cricket person, it's a great game of cricket because the match it was always moving this way, that way. I think till Krunal came, it was almost Mumbai's game. Then later it became RCB's game. Then again it became Mumbai's game. Then again we were making it Mumbai's game for themselves. But after I think in this whole tournament, I feel RCB's in terms of closest game was this. I think either we used to lose almost one-sided or we used to win one-sided-ish or closer to that. However, let's get into the game. क्या अच्छा लगा आपको और क्या अच्छा नहीं लगा आपको?
क्या अच्छा लगा, क्या अच्छा नहीं लगा? Well, plenty of things there are there. क्या अच्छा लगा? Bhuvneshwar Kumar, what a legend. The way he's bowling in the power play, the control over his craft, it's phenomenal to see what he is doing. Both in terms of how he's bowling with the new ball and how he's bowling at the death. Absolutely phenomenal. उसके बाद Josh Hazelwood पहले के 2 ओवर में रन गए, but then he showed his skill of coming back into the game by bowling 2 fantastic overs in the final 2 overs. So that was good to see. Romario Shepherd, I've been saying this key, there is continuously he's improving his bowling, and we saw it in the previous game as well. He bowled actually pretty well, so that was a good positive. Bowling overall was pretty good. Acha laga dekh ke the way we bowled, but in terms of the batting, obviously Krunal Pandya, the way he played that knock, phenomenal. पिछले season भी he came into bat at number 5 क्योंकि 3 early wickets गिर गए थे in the game in Delhi, and he scored the same number of runs in one more ball. 73 of exactly क्या था मुझे याद नहीं है, but he scored again 73 exact same score, एक ball कम में, and again batting at number 5 while chasing a very similar score, tricky situation में. So that was a positive. लेकिन I was very disappointed with the way Virat Kohli got out. बहुत ही
ये तो ट्विटर में भी देखा मैंने. क्या हो गया?
हाँ, I put it कि maybe Flower or someone needs to have a word with Virat. I was very disappointed कि the reason is very simple कि that was not a pitch जहाँ पे you can play through the line. It's not Wankhede, it's not Chinnaswamy, it's not Eden Gardens, it's not Chepak of this year कि आप पहले बॉल से ही you will play through the line and try to loft the ball. It's not that kind of a pitch, number one. Number two, target or conditions, ground dimensions, everything suggested कि it was a game for the old template Virat Kohli, जहाँ पे he will time the ball, push the ball into gaps, run hard between the wickets. There were plenty of doubles available. बहुत सारे gaps थे क्योंकि बड़ा मैदान है. And it was a game जहाँ पे the old template Virat Kohli could have actually cruised through. But the way he played, पहली बॉल पे ही वो शॉट मारना, he could have maybe just timed the ball with the swing, वहां पे चौका मिल जाता ऑफ साइड पे. So I was very disappointed क्योंकि अगर विराट कोहली आउट हो गया, my confidence it went completely for a toss. I thought कि ये गेम गया. But luckily Krunal played that night. I think he's making it a ritual, the annual Krunal Pandya special. So yeah, I was very disappointed with the way Virat Kohli got out. Romario Shepherd's batting certainly is not looking good. अब 2 game हो गए हैं, he's not been able to finish. So it feels like we have somewhat of a soft underbelly, and that is why it becomes even more important for Virat to actually score more upfront. Now I understand कि intent साथ में और volume ये दोनों एक साथ नहीं आ सकता है, but you also have to pick and choose कि आपको कहाँ पे इंटेंट दिखाना है और कहाँ पे थोड़ा सेंसिबली खेलना है. सो यही है, दैट्स माय असेसमेंट ऑफ द गेम. बट लकीली फाइनली समहाउ वी won thanks to that incredible shot which Bhuvi played. Only the 4th six of his IPL career, the first 6 after 2016. I think लिखा हुआ था कि भुवनेश्वर कुमार ये मैच जिताएगा, and that's what happened.
Perfect. There are too many things you covered. Let's address it one by one. I will see Kohli. The thing with Kohli, though it is back-to-back ducks, that very rarely happens in Kohli's lifetime. And after, while chasing, I think after 9 years, he's got out for a duck in the previous match. And the previous match, though, we disregarded because it was a beautiful ball by Prince. But this match, when I saw first 2 wickets falling, whether it's Virat or later Devdutt, and especially to a bowler who's completely lost his rhythm, mojo in T20, who's been getting belted by every other batsman in different matches, Deepak Chahar. It somehow didn't work. But however, let's address the devil first, then we'll go towards the legend later. Sheppy. So, see, the thing is, if you saw Rajat's press conference also, somewhere when the captain also is mentioning now that we should have scored this much better way. I would say not in any other way, but much better, easily, maybe comfortably. There was a chance to finish it way earlier than where we finished, and we were lucky also in the last over for a few things which I'll speak about. But so when our own captain is coming up and speaking about it, I think anyone of us saying it's all fine, it's fine right now, is somewhere it puts it's because we have never heard Rajat speak like this. He always said we will play the way we know what to play, we know our roles really well, we are fine, right? So Sheppy, I've been telling this to you. I'm not saying that there is no doubt about the player, but again, this season he's not able to. He's not having a good season. Let's put it in a very nice way that way. He's not having a good season with the ball and with the bat. Ball, yes, 1 or 2 matches he's performed well. But then again, the lack of consistency. Like for example, Suresh is also facing the same issue. Like, तू एक ही जगह पे ball क्यों नहीं डाल सकता? Apparently, Suresh also, I'll just put it in so that this point applies for Shepherd and Suresh. It's clear that management is backing both of them. Right? Rajat said in DC match, we made sure we bowled Suresh longer or continuously so that we gain some confidence. So it clearly suggests that they back these both of them for their bowling and batting. Now the onus is on who? It's on the player, right? So let's address the Sheppy, because my problem is not. See, I'll tell you what's going in favor of Suresh also here. I spoke about the same for Jitesh last time. We don't have a good backup like-to-like replacement for Suresh. And because Phil Salt is not there, for Jitesh also. I'm just saying, Jitesh still played a useful knock. I wouldn't say it was bad, but he could have stayed knowing the situation. But even Shepherd for that matter, we don't have a like-to-like replacement. Either you have to get Duffy and make Venkatesh Iyer, or you get Cox, then drop Bethel. It's like at least two players have to come new, right?
Correct.
So now this is going in their favor, to be very honest, which I don't like, right? So we don't have someone like a Madhav Tiwari who comes, who quick takes wickets, who bad. You know that shot he hit for 4 yesterday. I think to Yash Thakur, I think, or Bravis. That calmness he had in placing that shot, it didn't look like. I'm assuming it's his debut or it's his first match in this IPL. So where do we go with Sheppy, and what is it? What is, because the man is clearly not watching the ball. He's all over the place. Matlab, bhai, wo Raj, you busy? Okay.
No.
If Raj Bhava had not put up wide balls or no ball, there was two dot balls, and I feel Raj Bhava also was stupid because that pitch didn't need for him to bowl wide off the off stump. The pitch was doing so much. He could have just pitched up and many things could have happened there only. So, what is your opinion on Shepherd? Has it changed anymore? Are you still going to see? Don't say we have to back it up because we don't have an option. But we have to be also critical about the fact that what's missing, what's going wrong this season for him. Because World Cup तो अच्छा था उसका.
See, ultimately तो answer वही है कि we don't have an option, so we have to back him. क्योंकि you covered it yourself कि Shepherd को अगर हटाएंगे तो you will have to bring in Jacob Duffy और ऊपर से Bethel को निकाल के वेंकटेश अय्यर को खिलाना पड़ेगा. Then you might even have to push Devdutt Padikkal up to open and then Venkatesh at number 3, and then suddenly कुछ ज़्यादा ही it's becoming a mess. Now still some people might be in favor of this, but I am not. क्योंकि अगर आप Jacob Duffy को लेके आते भी हो, you suddenly have Bhuvneshwar Kumar, you have Josh Hazelwood, and then you again have Duffy. 3 bowlers जिनका best phase है power play में ball डालना. और Duffy के साथ क्या problem है कि he has limited overs flexibility. उसको आप नए बॉल के बाहर डलवा नहीं सकते हो, unlike say a Bhuvneshwar or a Hazelwood. So it's never a good idea to have too many bowlers who are dependent on a single phase of the innings, and I that's why I would not go down that route. Duffy is an excellent backup for Josh Hazelwood, but मैं दोनों को साथ में नहीं खिलाऊंगा in this setup. I would want to have Rasid Salam in the team क्योंकि he can bowl post power play, वो skill set वो लेके आता है, and I would not make that change of removing Shepherd and bringing in Duffy. Now, what is going wrong for Shepherd? Ultimately, अगर आप उठा के देखोगे तो कितने मैचेस खेला है वो? How many matches has he had an opportunity to bat in? 3, 4? That still is a very low sample size. I'm not saying कि अगले मैच में आके वो तूफान मचा देगा. There is some background noise, sir.
मेरे में?
Yeah, I think so.
I don't know.
Anyway, कोई नहीं. So what I was saying is कि he still in 3-4 मैच ही हुए हैं. So that's not enough of a sample to judge somebody, but at the same time आंखों से जो दिख रहा है कि he is not in the groove. He's losing his shape. He's probably not watching the ball well, and that is what is concerning for me. But at the same time क्योंकि कोई और है नहीं अपने पास, तो उसको मैं ड्रॉप नहीं करूंगा, क्योंकि आप शेफर्ड को हटाओगे तो बैलेंस पूरी टीम का it goes for a toss, which I don't want to do, and I'm pretty sure कि Flower and the team management will not do it as well, especially at this stage of the tournament. They will back their players जिनको पूरा season back किया है. So I think that's the answer for that.
See, as you said, and we both agree on this for a change, but why can't? But there is an option. See, we can't change anyone, yes. But what they did, I think the match which we lost, GT, I don't know, previous match whichever we played before GT, I think. Why can't you name 3 players in the starting 11, keep the 4th foreign player outside, then take a call based on the situation? For example, I feel what they did right after which we spoke also, brought Krunal and not Jitesh. You know, and that helped to win because Krunal got the time and the man was really timing it well. Maybe because with the lack of, which we spoke in the thing saying, what if they had done this in the GT match, right? Now, my point is, let's assume we had played Konta, Bethel, Shepherd because we were bowling first, and maybe Hazelwood, and Tim David is on the bench. Let's assume that. Now, the problem with this proposition is also Shepherd is needed for bowling. right?
Yeah.
So if the bench पे Cox है और David है, you'll anyway choose David. But if you put Shepherd on the bench, then depending on the situation, if you can use Cox or Shepherd is another, or Duffy for that matter also. I don't know how many you can keep on bench as 2 foreigners or 3 foreigners. But they're not. My problem is they're not even trying that. Keep Duffy as an option, keep Shepherd as an option on the bench. Then you take a call as per the match. No one,
Right.
as we are saying, there is no, even for example, Suresh Sharma. उसके अलावा किसको खिला सकते हो आप बताओ? The man, especially this season, I feel, is either bowling full or is bowling short.
Consistency
डाल ही
नहीं
नहीं
है.
रहा है. And I don't know if, I'm sure they must be speaking about it. I'm sure, I'm assuming they must be going and telling him कि भाई, कहाँ पे डाल रहे हो? Because वो बीच में भी डालता है कभी कभार. It's not that नहीं करता है. And I don't think it's a control issue anymore. Because the man is playing international cricket, right? He knows, I understand its position, Sarka position, all that. Even you said, Abhi said, Bharat said, I also agree. Like the way he bowls, his action, and it's not stable enough. But there is no option to bring Swapnil Singh लेके आ सकते हो. वो तो मुश्किल है. क्यों लेके आओगे दो? ओसवाल तो खेला ही नहीं आप लोग ने. So now suddenly for that kid to come and play at 12th match is like, this is what we did. This is where we were proactive. I feel last season when Livingston was going on failing, Shepherd came in and changed the whole dynamics of the team. Right now, this is what we are missing this time, I feel, and that's making me underconfident about going all the way to lift the cup again. We might go to finals also. I'm not that, like, you have to have a really good day to win the finals, I feel. So what do we do? And Suresh, my problem, see, Shepherd is still, बंदे को बैटिंग आता है, बॉलिंग आता है, दो तो स्किल है अच्छे से, फील्डिंग ठीक है. सुरेश का भाई बॉलिंग भी नहीं है, बैटिंग भी नहीं, फील्डिंग भी नहीं. How can you drop such a catch? That man went on to score 50. So my point is, only bowling is your skill. Then you have to do really good. So I feel now, and Hazelwood also is struggling a little bit. Thanks to Bhuvi's extremely good season. Correct. That imagine if Hazelwood also plays well, it will become, every match will be like a DC match. Wickets are coming on both the ends. So for me personally, Suresh and Shepherd both are concerned as of now. Jitesh chalega. Man, it's fine. As of now, it's fine for me because Phil Salt aane tak mein kuch nahi kar sakte. So where do we go with Suresh again? Do you think we should risk bringing some other? Because I've heard Dharamshala mein spinner yesterday Chahal didn't play. Aksar bowled only one. Didn't play, didn't bowl. Aksar bowled only one. So we have Dharamshala against Punjab. And if you go to qualifier, there is Dharamshala match. So we are going to play at least 2 games there, at least. Right? So my point is, where do we go with Suresh? Shepherd, I'm still fine. ठीक है. I'm not okay, but chal raha hai. Bas. Like, it cost us the game twice. But it's okay. We somehow sailed. But my point is, where do we go with Suresh? How do you give confidence to him when everyone is backing? Like, if Andy Fla can't give, then kaun hai hum?
See, it's a tough question. Ki, where do you go with him? Drop करने का सवाल नहीं है at this point in the tournament क्योंकि आपके पास options नहीं है. Options bench में जो है, there is one very, very raw guy. His name is Satvik Deswal, yeah. He's a left-arm wrist spinner. शायद पौंडीचेरी प्रीमियर लीग में वो मोस्ट वैल्यूएबल बॉलर या ऐसा कुछ था, तो उसको वहां से आरसीबी में लेके आया है. So he's a very raw option. उसको खिलाना था तो उसको शुरू से खिलाना था. At this point in the tournament, you cannot risk him. The second option is, I think they have under 19 का एक guy है. I think it's either Vihan Malhotra or Kanishk Chauhan. Squad में तो दोनों है, but one of those. Kanishk. He bowls off spin and then he is also a lower order hitter. But at the same time, इतना लेट टूर्नामेंट में आप उसको रिस्क नहीं करना चाहोगे. नंबर 1. नंबर 2, पूरे आईपीएल में उठा के देख लो कौन सा ऑफ स्पिनर है जो बॉलिंग किया है. वॉशिंगटन सुंदर को बॉलिंग नहीं मिल रही है इन गुजरात टाइटंस डिस्पाइट बीइंग अ वेरी डिसेंट ऑफ स्पिनर. यहाँ पे तो कनिष्क चौहान की बात है. ही इज वेरी रॉ. सो इट्स वेरी ट्रिकी कि वेयर डू यू गो विद सुयश. ड्रॉप करने का सवाल नहीं है. हाउ कैन यू गिव कॉन्फिडेंस टू हिम यार वो तो मैनेजमेंट ही कर सकता है. हाउ कैन मी और यू सिटिंग ओवर हियर से एनीथिंग? So Yash, I think like Sam Roy also mentioned over here, I spoke about this in the previous video, कि he is a very rhythm bowler. अगर वो फॉर्म में आ गया, अगर वो अपनी बॉलिंग एक्शन के साथ वो रिदम पकड़ लिया, then he'll have a season like last season, जहाँ पे he'll consistently keep hitting the length और economical रहेगा. He is not a wicket taker, but he is a defensive bowler who has the ability to bowl defensively and stay economical. That is his strength, and that is going missing this time around क्योंकि शायद विकेट के चक्कर में ही समटाइम्स गोइंग अ बिट टू फुल, समटाइम्स उस चक्कर में वो शॉर्ट गिर जा रहा है, वो लेंथ पे गिर नहीं रहा है बॉल, एंड दैट इज बिकमिंग अ प्रॉब्लम. तो आई डोंट नो हाउ कैन यू गिव कॉन्फिडेंस टू हिम, बट एट द सेम टाइम यू मेक अ गुड पॉइंट अबाउट पंजाब एंड धर्मशाला. So could you mute yourself? हाँ. So you make a good point about धर्मशाला, क्योंकि कल के मैच में throughout the game there was consistent seam movement off the surface है. तो वहां पे आई एम नॉट टू श्योर सुयश शर्मा का कितना वैल्यू रहेगा, क्योंकि चहल एक ओवर नहीं डाला मैच में. तो सामने वाली टीम में कौन था? अक्षर पटेल एक ओवर नहीं डाला मैच में. ऑल्दो आई थिंक अक्षर कुड हैव बोल्ड, बट एट द सेम टाइम बिकॉज देयर वाज सो मच मूवमेंट ऑफ द सीम, स्पिनर को बॉलिंग दिए नहीं वो लोग. एंड अगर ऐसा ही कंडीशंस हमको भी मिलता है, तब फिर आई डोंट नो कि सुयश को खिलाना चाहिए कि नहीं. बट एट द सेम टाइम विल यू गो बैक टू अभिनंदन सिंह? मे बी नॉट. मंगेश यादव को इतना लेट आप डेब्यू कराओगे टूर्नामेंट में, वेरी रिस्की. तो थोड़ा सा वी आर इन अ स्पॉट ऑफ बॉदर ओवर हियर, स्पेशली विद मैचेस इन धर्मशाला कमिंग अप.
एनीवेज, बहुत नेगेटिविटी हो गया. ठीक है. नाउ
This is a
कैन यू
good
हियर,
point.
इज देयर एनी पंजाब में डफी को खिलाओ इन प्लेस ऑफ रोमारियो?
क्योंकि अगर धर्मशाला में कल की जैसा कंडीशंस रहता है, सीम मूवमेंट वाज देयर अंटिल 10th ओवर 12th ओवर, काफी लंबा टाइम तक द बॉल वाज मूविंग ऑफ द सीम. तो वहां पे डफी विल बिकम क्वाइट इंपॉर्टेंट. बट उसके बाद ये भी अच्छा पॉइंट है कि आफ्टरनून मैच है, तो मतलब बहुत सारे परम्यूटेशंस कॉम्बिनेशंस है, देखना पड़ेगा डिपेंडिंग अपॉन द पिच वी गेट द कंडीशंस एंड एटसेट्रा एटसेट्रा.
And I also feel this season we are not. I'm not sure if it's. Am I mixing RCB last season and Indian cricket team playing T20? Maybe I'm mixing it, but my point is we are not being flexible with respect to what's the team ahead or the pitch ahead or which position we are in. Like it's सबको पता है impact player देवदत्त है. सबको पता है कि सुयश शर्मा क्या डालने वाला है, राइट? सबको पता है कि सुयश शर्मा हैड अ बैड डे, कौन आएगा? So there is no surprise element. There is no like you are expecting a Bowie, Hazelwood, and Krunal, especially these three, to always have a good game. And I don't think that is right, and it's not possible. We can only hope that semi-finals or finals may they have a very good game, because that's where it is key. But then I feel that's where the issue lies. However, let's jump to the chase itself. So we because there's no use talking about anyone else. I think there's only one person to be spoken about, Krunal Pandya. The man, I don't know why we don't play him like this up ahead. This match he won for us. You remember that GT in Bangalore he won for us. Then he almost won the GT away also. So the man has the capability to hit a 6, hit a 4. That pull shot of Corbin, I think, pull or hook shot, something he hit Corbin. So he can hit pace. Spinners, so he can hit really well. Imagine his hamstrings are cramping and it's not easy. And he hits Gazafner for 3 sixes or 2, whatever it is. Point is, इसीलिए मैंने ये भी डाला था आपका पोस्ट के नीचे कि स्टैच्यू बनाना चाहिए नहीं बनाना चाहिए, क्योंकि कि at that, because I remember you retweeted also, people are trolled कि कृणाल पांड्या को ले आया आरसीबी ने. Now this is where the problem with people's is that they see people like there are players who always evolve. उसको पता है. And I feel India, so anyways, you can have 2 different teams for T20 games. Like main tournament पे एक भेजो, दूसरा tournament में एक और भेजो. Bhuvi all can, I think, make a comeback playing for India. Like imagine there's a tournament happening in England, there's a tournament happening in West Indies. These people all can be sent to play in West Indies as 11. So what Ravindra sir is? Oh, ye kaun hai sir? So so my point is Krunal Pandya. What do I say, man? And that it's like that. It reminded me the innings of Maxwell, Kantara mode of against Afghanistan. क्या बोले अभी इसके बारे में?
I think this was Krunal's definitely best innings for RCB. Possibly the best innings he has played in the IPL. Virat Kohli mentioned this in the dressing room chat if you saw it after the game. This is possibly the best innings he has played in the IPL. Lovely knock. Pitch was not easy. Conditions were not easy. The way he batted, phenomenal. मुझे लगा, I'll tell you what happened. The moment Virat Kohli got out, मुझे लगा 50% game तो यहाँ पे खत्म हो गया. Because I don't trust the other batters.
This attitude is wrong, okay? हाँ, तो मैं ये लिखना नहीं चाहता हूँ ट्विटर पे क्योंकि तुम्हें समझ में नहीं आएगा मैं किस टोन पे लिख रहा हूँ. मैं ऐसे हंस के लिखूंगा कि तुम्हारा बयास जो है ना विराट कोहली पे.
No.
Like Abhijit messaged me, after 2 wickets, Gaya, we are done. No more semis. I sent Rajat Patidar. I said. So it's like he got out. He's like Gaya now, to for sure. Then I sent Krunal Pandya. So then I'm like, calm down, guys. Why are you guys stressing so much?
That's why I said 50% because I took into account the conditions. Because conditions were not easy. Krunal Pandya, I'm pretty sure he exceeded your expectations also. You also would not have expected Krunal to do what he did in this innings, right? Or agar Krunal wo innings nahi khelta, the game was gone. So that's my point. Ki jab Virat Kohli out hua, considering the pitch, the conditions, considering our batters, because if you look at our batters, none of them, I would say, pretty much none of them except Kohli are high volume batters. They are high intent guys, जो कि 15 बॉल में 30 रन, 20 बॉल में 40 रन बना के आउट हो जाते हैं. Even Patidar, although थोड़ा सा इस season he is doing a bit better in terms of that, but you don't associate those big scores with Rajat Patidar. You associate high impact cameos from him, and that's pretty much the case with Devdutt Padikkal, Tim David, Romario, Shepard, कोई भी हो. So that is why Virat is very important. He is the only guy who can play for long and also play well for long. So especially in such run chases, तो मुझे लगता है कि he is a very key player, and that is why I was very disappointed with the way he got out. I talked about this earlier as well. तो जब कोहली out हुआ, I thought the game is 50% gone. उसके बाद जब पाटीदार out हुआ, I thought the game is 70% gone. Then Krunal, he played that well. Then we were ahead in the game. फिर जब Krunal और Tim David जब out हुआ, the game I thought is again 70% gone. I did not have confidence in Romario the way he's playing. उसके बाद जब Romario finally out हुआ, I thought the game is 100% gone. But फिर भुवनेश्वर कुमार का वो छक्का आया, and I was like, oh god, ये क्या हो रहा है? And that's when I realized कि boy, this is Bhuvi's day, and he's going to win the game for us. But Krunal, fantastic, unbelievable innings. I mean, it wasn't easy to sort of play in those conditions. Lovely knock.
And I remember, like you said, the moment Team David went, I was like, bhai, and I was watching football. Arsenal game I was watching because I wanted them to drop points. So so then I came back and I was seeing on my, there are 2-3 friends messaging that full close game ho raha hai. So then I saw, and this is just before the Gazafner is over, yeah. So I saw, then I said Team David to Gaya, and it's very rarely you see him getting out for 0. And I said, but it was still close. So I said one big over. That's all. That's all we need. And the way Gazafner and that, that Tilak Verma's brain forward moment and the 2 sixes, it just changed the match. But like last over, I thought it will go to super over, and I was not ready for it because already 12 बज गया था. मैं भाई मुझे सोना है, next day's class है मेरा, मैं नहीं उठ सकता. But in Canada here, when we were playing cricket when we were young in Gully, we used to say like this only. In the end, if we need certain score like 1-2 runs and all, we say mutmut odu. Mutmut odu means सिर्फ touch कर भाई बस, touch करके भाग. So the Rashid shot looked like that only. He was so nervous. I think he was like, I should just touch the ball. And I feel Raj Bawa, many people are appreciating him. I have a different opinion कि बंदे ने I think misfield भी किया उसमें, bad captaincy because I don't know why fielders were all away. Second, on that pitch you didn't have to bowl wide off the off stump because that was not a belter pitch, you know. And if you saw at the dugout of Malinga or whatever Jayawardene, they were asking him to pitch in, you know, the uneven bounce, and Shepherd was not able to time. So the man took more risk of bowling wide. उसके वजह से extras आया, putting that extra. I understand his pressure and all. However, I'm glad that we eliminated Mumbai, and Mumbai का गया, CSK गया. The once upon a stalwarts, you have to give Bethel a lot of credit. See, that's why I'm not complaining on anyone's innings. Many people had an issue saying Bethel is 24 out of 24. Bhai, us pitch mein wohi, that's the best knock. Krunal had a great day. Let's accept that because the pitch was shit. And when this Suresh dropped the catch, I was like, bro, this looks like a 160, 170 pitch. If these, and they were playing also really well, those two. And I'm like, yeah, 180, 200 ho gaya na, hamara gaya. Thankfully, we brought them back to 165. Anyways, it was a good win, good thriller, and they were much needed for, I think, RCB, because it gives them some. Imagine it had gone the other side. There's high probability you feel little more low on confidence and all, because this winning, you know, this last moment things going in your favor adds some momentum. However, I want to, before we speak about tomorrow's match quickly, let's bring this up because I wanted to qualifying. Can you see?
Yes.
So basically this says, based on the current table qualification, how many matches minimum needed to qualify. So Bangalore has 3 matches. It needs 1. Hyderabad again 1. Gujarat 1. Punjab, which we need to talk, they have 4 matches to play. No, 3 I think, because this was, I think, before yesterday's match. So they have 2 to win. And Chennai also same, Rajasthan also same. Seems like the 4th position will be very crucial. And yesterday, since Delhi has won, I think they need to win only 2. So they have to win both Rajasthan and Kolkata both, right? So seems like RCB is in a good position. Now Absolutely. This brings me to the question: ki kal we are playing Kolkata. It's the same pitch. Now, can you see me?
Yeah, I can.
Yeah, it brings to the same pitch. In this tournament, the only hiccup I saw last match was we are very good chasers, which is established this season almost. So the hiccup while chasing was not acceptable. I think that's why Rajat mentioned it also. And that
is only because Kohli got out.
Who got out?
Kohli got out. Or koi karan nahi hai. I'm being honest. This team is overrated in terms of run chases. If Virat Kohli gets out early, kal ka din repeat nahi hone wala hai bar.
Anyways, so now let's assume tomorrow's match. It's not going to be easy, though Kolkata is not in form. I'll tell you why. The pitch
they are in form actually. They have won 4-4, 5-5 something.
Oh, okay. Yeah. So the pitch suits their bowlers, especially those 2 spinners. Right? Narayan and Varun. Now, it's not, and we suck. Not everyone, sorry. Shepherd struggles against spin. Right? So now, how are we going to approach this game? Whether we bat first or we bowl first, we have to bowl really well. Because the par score is 160. Unless there's a different pitch, different belter pitch, which we played against New Zealand.
Exactly.
I know, tum aane wale the udhar. Pakad liya humne pehle se. Exactly. So what are you expecting tomorrow's match? जिसके बारे में तुम्हें पता भी नहीं था शो के पहले.
वो ये सब नहीं बताना रहता. Anyway. So मैं यही कह रहा था कि अभी तक we don't have information regarding the pitch. अगर सेम पिच रहेगा तो द गेम माइट गो क्लोज बिकॉज ऑफ कोलकाता स्पिनर्स. बट ना कोलकाता का टीम अजीब ही टीम है. दे हैव बिल्ट अ टीम जहां पे यू कैन नॉट इवन क्रिएट अ स्पिन फ्रेंडली विकेट, क्योंकि व्हाइल दे हैव गुड स्पिनर्स दे डोंट हैव अ सिंगल प्लेयर हु इज अ गुड प्लेयर ऑफ स्पिन.
करेक्ट.
या स्पिन का पिच दोगे तो आप बॉलिंग करा लोगे, ठीक है, लेकिन खुद आउट हो जाओगे. बट स्टिल थोड़ा सा क्लोज गेम हो सकता है अगर वैसा पिच मिलेगा तो. But रायपुर में ना there are multiple pitches क्योंकि we saw it in the ODI as well जहाँ पे विराट कोहली scored that century and even before that न्यूजीलैंड के सामने एक T20 हुआ था जहाँ पे सूर्य कुमार यादव scored some 80 runs in 35 balls. So अगर वैसा पिच मिलता है तो फिर तो it will be a belter 200 plus वाला विकेट रहेगा. लेकिन अगर ये 160 टाइप्स विकेट रहता है तो फिर it's interesting. Kolkata, they have good spinners. They also have Anukul Roy who is bowling well, but they don't have batting against spin. And again, ऐसे pitches में I would again say कि विराट कोहली becomes important और पाटीदार also will become important क्योंकि I don't think Kohli has a very good record against Narayan. So Patidar will have to take.
And Narayan has very good record against RCB.
Yeah, he has a very good record against us.
As
Patidar will have to do the tough job of taking Sunil Narayan down क्योंकि और उस बैटिंग लाइनअप में मुझे लगता नहीं है कोई कर पाएगा. तो विराट and Patidar will become important and it will be another opportunity for Suyash Sharma to get his rhythm back क्योंकि if there is a team जिसके against वो वापस आ सकता है तो वो KKR है. KKR is the best team for him to get it back. So hopefully he gets it back before the playoffs.
So you're telling we are going to go with same team?
I think so. Team में changes नहीं होंगे unless Phil Salt comes back somehow. किसको लेके आओगे?
थक गया मैं सुन के. As you said, Duffy. See, let's assume. See, this pitch has. Listen, hear me out. The pitch is good for hit the deck bowlers. Corbin used it really well. Okay. Why can't Duffy is a good option on this pitch? Knowing Shepherd is weak against spin. Yes, now then it's a direct replacement. Then we have to worry about one batsman shot. So what I'm saying is keep Venkatesh Iyer as in the team and keep Suyash outside. Then you can always swap. Right? Obviously, Venkatesh Iyer तुम्हें ऊपर खिलाना पड़ेगा. There is no other way. He has to play opening or one down. Against.
So वही प्रॉब्लम है ना कि आप पाटीदार को भी एक पोजीशन नीचे कर रहे हो, पडिक्कल को भी एक पोजीशन नीचे कर रहे हो, तो थोड़ा सा it's a bit of a problem.
Of course it is, but then bigger problem. See, that's the thing now. But the bigger problem is for me if we have a collapse again. I don't think Krunal will again save us. I don't think you never know. I'm not saying it's again by the end of the day ifs and buts. If it goes to Shepherd again, last two matches, we lost because of him. No offense meant. Second, we almost lost because of him. Because the man I think again, what he's doing, he's trying to just swing.
Yeah.
The power he has, भाई साहब को सिर्फ 30% लगाना है. पूरा 100% भी नहीं लगाना है. 30% वो डाल दिया ना, वो चला जाएगा बाहर. He's that strong. Like I feel after him, Roman Powell is the strongest. Like they look like beast one.
Correct.
So you are saying same team?
I think so.
Phil Salt, I don't think is coming before tomorrow match. तो नहीं आ रहा है.
हाँ, मेरे को नहीं लगता. I think they'll go with the same team. And Suyash Sharma के लिए I would say it's an opportunity to come back to form. KKR, Raipur.
Because he did well last season for sure. Because I think first match he played and he got not Romario. What's his name? Russell ka googly. But I'm not. See, that's the thing. I'm not sure of this team. Like someone had put up really well, saying last season Suyash ka defensive bowling helped Krunal to pick 17 wickets.
Right.
Somewhere Bhuvi is in great form. Hazelwood also needs to. I think Hazelwood second half is bowling really well. The first 1 or 2 overs he's going for runs. Now, first I still feel Mumbai mein first over I'll give him benefit of doubt because एक तुप्पा ऐसे miss time shot 6 गया रोहित का. दूसरा almost it was miss time I feel. Betel का just ऊपर गया. Last one was good. But my point is there are concerns this season compared to last season. But the advantage is Punjab is doing really bad.
Correct.
And SRH is for sure doing good, but then again they've not done good whenever their batting has collapsed. So there is every team is suffering. It's not like मैंने bookmark रखा है आपका आकाश चोपड़ा का tweet. अभी भी मैं कुचली होता है मुझे डालने के because I think before they started losing they won. You remember that match they won where they chased 260 to 70. something
This
against
season,
DC that Rahul was scored 150.
पंजाब ने किया था चेस.
Yeah, Punjab chase, na.
हाँ
So
हाँ, I remember.
Akash Chopra had tweeted saying, "Give the cup to Punjab." So मैंने
हाँ.
bookmark बना के रखा है. The day someone else wins, I'm like, "अभी तो sir." ऐसे. So my point is, I feel everyone is struggling right now. Why is the catches going down badly?
No idea. No
Correct?
idea.
I remember that conversation you, me, Nikhil had about the luck part of the corner catches.
Ah,
Yeah.
yeah.
So now it can't be luck, bro. Like the amount of catches are going down. It's ridiculous.
See, उसमें my point, I'm not saying कि मैं ना बैट्समैन के पर्सपेक्टिव से देख के सोच के बोल रहा हूँ कि सी फील्डर ड्रॉप कर रहा है वो लक नहीं है, वो तो स्किल इशू है कि वो ड्रॉप कर रहा है. मैं बैट्समैन के पॉइंट ऑफ व्यू से बोल रहा हूँ कि उसका कैच ड्रॉप हो रहा है, वो बैट्समैन का लक है. दैट वाज माय पॉइंट. आई एम नॉट सेइंग कि फील्डर ड्रॉप कर रहा है तो वो लक है. दैट्स नॉट व्हाट आई एम सेइंग. तो वहां पे आई वाज व्यूइंग इट फ्रॉम अ डिफरेंट वेंटेज पॉइंट, द सेम थिंग. इसलिए वो डिफरेंस ऑफ ओपिनियन था, बट वी आर एक्चुअली टॉकिंग
इसीलिए ट्विटर पे सब डिस्कस नहीं करने का, आने का इसे वीडियो पे. You know what I'm saying? Anyways. Yeah. So you can also address this question before Roy wants to talk about Phil Allen. देखो भाई, Phil Allen, I don't want to talk. Because I don't want to talk after he scored him bashing that 100. I don't like him. And every person who's ex-RCB comes and plays well against us. He was ex-RCB if I'm not wrong. मुझे नहीं चाहिए Phil Allen. So is any data Spurs suggest that Hazelwood is missing his length? I feel batters are taking more risks against him. Yes. I think the latter is what I agree with.
True.
Go ahead.
लेंथ का डेटा आई हैवंट कम अक्रॉस एनीथिंग अंटिल नाउ, लेकिन जीटी वाले गेम में भी शुभमन गिल उसको कूद के बाहर मार रहा था, और उसके पहले वाले गेम में भी कोई तो था जो स्टेप आउट करके ही वाज ट्राइंग टू डिसरप्ट हिज लेंथ. तो इट सीम्स लाइक बैटर्स आर टेकिंग दैट रूट जहाँ पे दे आर स्टेपिंग आउट अगेंस्ट जॉश हेजलवुड टू पुट हिम ऑफ हिज लेंथ फ्रॉम द फर्स्ट ओवर इटसेल्फ. क्योंकि अगर आप हेजलवुड को सेटल होने दे दिए तो फिर he will keep bowling over there और आपका जान खा लेगा वो. He is a metronomical bowler. तो I think batters are taking that route कि कुछ ना कुछ करके उसका लेंथ को डिसरप्ट करते हैं, लेकिन मुझे लगता नहीं है कि every batter has the skill to do it. शुभमन गिल था वो, इसलिए वो कर लिया, लेकिन हर आदमी नहीं कर पाएगा. Hazelwood at the end of the day is Hazelwood, so he'll come good eventually. I'm not concerned about him.
Perfect. Just before we end the show, who's going to win tomorrow, and what are the chances? Who will be? What is if we? I think if we win toss tomorrow, I think we should bat. My I don't want to, because this pitch is not those chasing pitches, I feel. But again, depends on the pitch. So what is your gut saying? Depends karta hai. So what do you think tomorrow's match will be, and who will be the crucial player? Hope. Don't say hope. I hope Kohli plays well. That's all important. Imagine 3 ducks, वो भी रिकॉर्ड कर दिया भाई ने.
प्लेऑफ्स के पहले ये नहीं चाहिए विराट का. मुझे लग रहा है कि पिच अलग रहेगा. इट वोंट बी द सेम पिच. आई वोंट बी सरप्राइज्ड अगर थोड़ा सा हाई स्कोरिंग गेम रहेगा, एंड हाई स्कोरिंग गेम में इट माइट बेनिफिट अस एज लॉन्ग एज फिन एलन को आउट कर दे. फिन एलन अगर चल गया तो ही इज अ वेरी डेंजरस गाय. तो उसके सामने भी स्ट्रेटजी है कि डोंट गिव हिम रूम. फ्लिक शॉट में फिल एलन बहुत बार आउट होता है. आई थिंक इवन इन द लास्ट टू लास्ट गेम वो फ्लिक पर ही आउट हुआ था. मैंने कोट किया था मेरा पुराना वाला ट्वीट फ्रॉम द वर्ल्ड कप वेयर आई टॉक्ड अबाउट फिन एलन गेटिंग आउट मल्टीपल टाइम्स ऑन द फ्लिक शॉट. तो भुवनेश्वर कुमार का इन स्विंग वर्सेस फिन एलन इज समथिंग आई विल बी लुकिंग फॉरवर्ड टू, और एल्स रसिक सलाम का perhaps the back of the hand slower one, but the line has to be very specific. Leg stump line पे, possibly even down leg, क्योंकि वो front leg को clear करता है. तो you have to maybe even bowl down leg. उसको एकदम cramp कर दो, उसको room मत दो. That should be the plan against Finn Allen. But अगर Finn Allen out हो जाए and if it is a good batting wicket, then I think RCB will probably have the upper hand. But Finn Allen is a very important wicket. और उसको आउट करने के लिए भुवी एंड हेजलवुड आर वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट इन द पावर प्ले.
So you don't have sure. You're saying 50-50.
No, I'm saying maybe 65-35 towards RCB. I'm more confident.
I hope we win tomorrow and put this debate of qualify to let's be the first team to qualify. No, I think today will be the match. I think which will be decided. If I'm not
गुजरात का
wrong, today I think Gujarat and SRH is playing. So I think whoever wins will qualify. So I'm assuming yes. So tomorrow hopefully we win and qualify because and I also take advantage of Punjab's poor form. Hopefully to finish top 2. So guys, we are not meeting tomorrow. We'll try to next match कब है हमारा? 1 second checking this game.
के पहले एक और है.
Sunday को है. Sunday को day game है. So we'll see. We'll try to meet post Kolkata's match and try to cover the Sunday's afternoon match only, just like today we did. Thank you, Roy. Thank you, Dhyan. Thank you, Kohli, the greatest, and everyone else who joined in and whoever joins in later. And we'll try to make it as because थोड़ा energy दो, थोड़ा स्पर्श को टैग करो ट्विटर पे, बोलो कि भाई एक्टिव हो जाओ. सेकंड आपका फटीग हो रहा है इसको. Imagine when it becomes 98 matches, क्या करेगा ये बंदा? So no, ideally, my intention is very clear that it should become like English Premier League. Eventually, I think that's the way where international cricket will reduce. This will become the norm, and instead of doing every week, it can become like a weekend pay 3 game, या 4 game, या 7 में, you know, depending on how many teams will come. It's better for the country also. But every day is little too much. Like, anyways, मैं तो सिर्फ RCB का देखता हूँ. चलो, thank you, Sparsh. Thank you, everyone. Namaskara. Hope we win. We come back with the win again. And since he's won green, we might win again. And hope we can celebrate next time and not talk anything negative. I hope Suresh comes good. I hope Shepherd doesn't need to come for batting.
ये क्या तरीका है? All right, guys. See you. Bye bye.